Hey, welcome back to Pioneer Palate. My name's Nathan Yeh. Today we're going to be looking at hardtack. Hardtack wouldn't get its name until the Civil War. Previously it would be called ship's biscuit, and it would be taken by captains to feed their crew over long voyages. But today we're going to be looking at some of the history and actually making some hardtack. Come on. So what do you need on the Oregon Trail? Well, you need a lot of things. But most importantly, you need food for the long journey west. So hardtack was bland, but it was bland on purpose. You see, it was very easy to preserve, just flour and water, and this would make it an ideal food for the long journey. Now we're going to make some hardtack together. Before we get any further, you're going to preheat your oven to 300 degrees. Then we're going to take 2 cups of flour, a little bit of salt, and add 3/4 cup of water to that. This is going to make our dough. Now, the salt doesn't have to be included, but it is highly recommended. Once we've done that, we're going to knead it and then roll it out. And after we cut it into shapes, you're going to take either a fork or what I'm going to use, a chopstick, to make bigger holes in it to make sure that it doesn't rise once we put it in the oven. As you can see here, I've got 2 patty-like hardtacks, and I've got 4 of these square ones. Now it's time to poke our holes. Now they go to the oven. Our hardtack's going to take 3 hours to bake. So I'm going to let a responsible individual, like Schmer here, watch our hardtack bake while I go do something else. If you're at home making this hardtack, you want to put someone as equally responsible as Schmer here to watch your hardtack. Now that our hardtack's in the oven, we're going to let it bake for 3 hours. Pioneers, historically, would bake them twice or maybe 3 times, just to drive all the moisture out for the purpose of preservation on the Oregon Trail. What you'll want to prepare before eating this hardtack is maybe some coffee, tea, or maybe just some boiling water, because hardtack is almost inedible when it comes out of the oven. Once you let it cool, it's going to be extremely hard, extremely dense, and practically inedible. So what pioneers used to do is that they would soak it in coffee or water just to make it easier to eat. So why would you even make hardtack in the first place? Well, back in the day, they didn't have any chemical process or special storage to regularly preserve food, so they had to use the natural way. And that was by driving all of the moisture out. Now, in bread like this, it would spoil very easily on the Oregon Trail, but hardtack would stay preserved and stay good for long periods of time without any special preservation methods. So, the hardtack is cooled, and I have my tea here, and we're going to see how it tastes. It is extremely hard, very crunchy. I've heard people make jokes that it takes more calories to eat this than it gives you back, but it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be. It's not like a biscuit at all. It's very much like a cracker. All in all, it isn't disgusting. Thank you for watching this episode of Pioneer Palate. Be sure to watch the next episode that we'll be releasing soon. Say bye, Schmer.